Affiliates or not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Ant2.tv presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Welcome back to another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Healthcare. Our number is 954-717-7027. We are a Medicare certified home healthcare agency servicing Palm Beach County, Broward, and Miami-Dade. I am your host, Louise Gomez. Welcome to the show. And today we have Miss Nadine McFarlan, who is the nurse practitioner on demand. I love that. And her number is 954-533-1403. Email is info@flnpod.com, and the website is www.flnpod.com. You're right here in Fort Lauderdale, I see. Yes. 4850 North State Road 7, Suite G106, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33319. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you coming on. And so, Ms. Nadine, if you can share with us a little bit about your background and where did you study and where did you go to school, so we can share that with the audience.
Okay, yes, I'd be happy to do so. My name is Nadine McFarlan, family nurse practitioner, board certified. And I did my studies at South University, which is in Royal Palm Beach. Oh, yeah. And I graduated in 2018. So I'm a family nurse practitioner now for 5 years. And I have my own practice. Mm-hmm. So I practice autonomously.
Nice.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Did you start out working under at a clinic or at another practice?
Okay. Yeah, after I completed my studies and I passed my exam, I went ahead and I volunteered a little with another nurse practitioner, mm-hmm. because my original intention was to go to like the underserved areas. Nice. Throughout Florida. Yeah. I didn't even know that we had underserved area because I'm from Jamaica. Mm. And when I found out during school, I was like, what? And they're like, yes, in Belglades and Immokalee. And I was like, what? So I wanted to actually originally have like a mobile service so okay. I could bring my care to people so they could have access to quality health care. Mm-hmm. And because in Jamaica, you know, we don't have access. Well, at the time when I was there, sure. You don't have much access. So here I'm like, well, in America, no access. So that's what I really wanted to do, to create convenience for people, mm-hmm. and try to break barriers. And so I was volunteering with a family nurse practitioner who mm-hmm. had her own office in Miami. Mm-hmm. And then I started working with veterans. I would do like nice. Exam on them, and I would do it in Florida and Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I would drive all throughout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was kind of good, you know, because it's like a little adventure every week.
Okay.
So I liked it. And then after 2 years, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I would like to do it here.
Oh, nice.
So I decided to get a office location in Fort Lauderdale. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, it's not much competition because I'm doing something different. Mm-hmm. I would only see veterans there. And, COVID-19, the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, this was like 2020. Mm. So I'm like, oh my gosh, COVID-19. So what do I do now? And then I started to get into, I'm like, let's do your primary care stuff that you really wanted to do nice. At the location. And so that's how mm-hmm. I decided to come.
That's how you started yours.
Yeah,
so when did you open your location?
I opened a location, well, I had two.
Oh,
but
okay.
Now it's just the one,
okay.
because it's kind of hard
sure.
going to see patients in their home and two locations. Right. But so I opened in 2020 on Federal in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And then this location here I opened in 2022.
Okay,
Yes.
nice, nice. So, Miss Nadine, what are the age range? What's the age range of the patients that you see? Is there a range, or what do you think?
I do see a variety
Okay.
in that. I really stay away from the pediatric population, but I will do like school physicals
Okay.
or sports physical.
Okay.
That's basically it for pediatrics, but 18 and up, then I'll do like primary care preventative services.
So I'm looking at your services that you offer, and it's amazing because you are doing everything from, well, you
Yeah, I
tell
have a
me.
plethora.
You have a plethora of services,
Yes.
which is amazing
Yes.
because some of them I'm very interested in.
Yes, so the because of the pandemic and everything that's going
Sure.
on, and you know, when you open your business, it's like every corner there is another clinic.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have this direct competition.
Okay.
And then, given that, you know, you're limited in what type of insurance you can take,
Right.
then you have to think outside the box. So because of that, I was like, you know, let me try to do a little of everything so
Okay.
that I can always have a customer, right? So I
Right.
do the school and sports physical for children, and then I do DOT physicals. So if you are a bus driver, a truck
Okay.
driver, you have to become FMCSA certified to be
Okay.
on their registry. So not everyone can do that. So you have to go and take a separate exam. So I did, and I'm able to offer that. So I do. I see
Okay.
people for DOT. And then I do like annual physicals because a lot of individuals in my area, they don't have health insurance, right? So I try to be affordable for people.
Nice.
Because sometimes I'll find individuals who have insurance,
Okay.
but they would like to use my service, so I make myself affordable because
Okay.
a lot of time you have to pay a copay.
Sure.
So the amount that
Oh,
I charge
that makes
is,
sense.
Yes, right.
That
so
makes
that way
sense.
you still can utilize my service if you'd like. Yeah.
So I see you also do like IV hydration
Yes.
and other types of things that are maybe what we would say extras. I don't know if you
Yes.
could share with
Yes.
us a little bit more. What is, I know I did a IV hydration actually when COVID came and my kids were all sick at home. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have somebody come over. I'm feeling a little off, and I
Yes.
got, I don't know what it was, the full Monty, but I felt so much better.
Yes.
So can you share with us which ones do you do, and how does that help us?
Yeah, so I have several that individuals dehydrated. We have for dehydration, we have for energy, to boost your energy. And of course, I tell people whenever they come for their consult first that I always try to find a source. Because sometimes you may be tired.
Right.
And it's something, it's not so simple, you know, maybe it's iron deficiency or maybe it's vitamin D.
Right.
So whatever it is, we do labs. And
okay,
whatever
nice.
we have identified, and we try to address the source so that we can help you with your issue. So yeah, we have the energy. We have for individuals that work out. Yeah, we have skin, glutathione, to help to detox.
Nice.
Yeah, so a wide variety. And a lot of times we'll consult with patients, and if they want, we also can have them compound specialized IV hydration for them.
Wow. So you have, just depending on what they want,
Yes.
you have the different ones, and then you
Yes.
do the labs to say, well, maybe they're deficient in
Yes.
whatever XYZ,
Yes.
and then you're able to do that kind of specialized compounded one.
Yes.
Wow, so you really make it customized, which I like.
Yes, exactly.
And I see that you're also doing some weight loss stuff.
Yes. So a lot of individuals have been on the Ozempic craze, right?
Yes.
And I've gotten a lot of calls. Hey, do you do Ozempic? So I went, and of course, you know, anything that I do, I always want to be safe. So I'll take extra classes just to,
Sure.
you know, make sure that I'm safe. And so I do the semaglutide.
Is that another name for the
Yes,
Ozempic?
that's another name, the generic name.
The generic name.
Yes, for the Ozempic. Ozempic is the trade name.
Okay. Is that
yes.
for people who maybe are like pre-diabetes, I've heard, or is it for anybody who's overweight, or?
So it's anyone who is overweight.
Okay.
There's some criteria, right? If you have a history of thyroid cancer, we don't recommend it because
Okay.
when they did the research, the lab rats, it aggravated that. People with like cholecystitis, gallbladder disease, pancreas disease, we're very cautious. And then another thing we try well, for me, because of how the medication works, I always talk to my patients to say, hey, do you have issue with constipation? Because if you do, then maybe this is not the right thing for you because it works by slowing down the food in your stomach so that way you can feel full longer.
It slows down
the
digestive process?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Interesting. So that makes you feel
full longer, exactly. And that's why even with individuals that when they're going to go to surgery, it's very important that you tell your provider because we need to stop the medication over a period of time, like maybe 2 weeks in advance, because you know how when you go into surgery, they'll say, oh, NPO after midnight.
Yeah.
If you're on the medication, because that's how it works by delaying gastric emptying, then they have found that a lot of people at surgery, their stomach is still full, and that's not good if you're going under anesthesia. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. When we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to discuss other, I think you have a couple of other offerings that you have that I want to discuss. So we'll be right back.
All County Healthcare has exciting news for any and all patients with COPD or other respiratory ailments. Listen to what renowned pulmonologist Dr. Keith Robinson has to say.
Hello, I'm Dr. Keith Robinson, board-certified pulmonologist, medical director at Fusion Health Pulmonary Rehabilitation, and a board member with the American Lung Association of South Florida. We have exciting news for patients with COPD. We now offer IPV therapy at home, which has been demonstrated to improve airway clearance, decrease hospitalization, and improve quality of life of patients with COPD. Please call All County Healthcare for more information about this FDA-approved therapy.
For further information, call All County Healthcare now at 954-717-7027. That is 954-717-7027, or visit our website at allcountyhealthcare.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Remember, All County Healthcare always puts the patient's needs first. You are listening to You and Your Doctor, Living Longer and Healthier, an informative show that helps you find answers to questions you always wanted to ask, but did not have that somebody that could make a difference in your life. Call into the show if you have a question at 888-565-1470, and we will put you on the air to inform all our listeners. Now, back to our show.
Welcome back to You and Your Doctor. Today we have Miss Nadine McFarlan, Nurse Practitioner on Demand. I love that. Yes. Her number is 954-533-1403. And the email is info@flnpod.com. And her website is www.flnpod.com. And the address is 4850 North State Road 7, Suite 106, right here in Fort Lauderdale, 33319. I forgot to mention your hours. I have here 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. scheduled by appointment.
Yes.
So you're busy.
Yes. Yeah. You know, it's all about convenience.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
That's what I'm trying to get to, is that, you know, sometimes you may feel sick and you have to work, so you have to call out.
Right.
I make myself available, so you don't have to call out. You can come and see me after work.
I like that, because some people are working until 9 o'clock at night, and they're like, I need to see you.
Yeah, it's true.
And you make yourself available for the community.
I do.
So you really are giving, like from the beginning when you were saying you were looking to serve the community, I could tell you really are wanting to do that. You're doing a great job. So you have a couple of other weight loss programs. Can you share with us a little bit more about the others that I see?
Yeah, so I have phentermine.
What is that?
It's a pill. It's classified as anorexic. Basically, it suppresses your appetite, so you feel full longer.
Okay.
Of course, you can't, if you have like thyroid, hyperthyroid, we don't put you on
Sure.
that. And people who are depressed, if you have psych disorders, certain psych, we don't put you on it. So
Okay.
there are stuff that we have to, criteria we have to abide by, and your BMI have to be above 30
Okay.
for you to be able to utilize it. And also, we don't keep you on it for too long of a time. Yes.
okay.
But you can lose up to a pound a day if you really follow
Right,
the plan
the
accordingly.
protocol.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a jump start.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you have the lipotropic B12. What is that?
Yes. So basically, it's a bunch of different vitamins in there that helps you to burn.
Nice.
Burn fat, and one of them we have is carnitine, and that will help you burn your fat.
Oh, burn
yes,
fat.
burn fat and burn carbs.
Nice.
Yes.
So when people go to you for a weight loss protocol, what are you recommending as far as lifestyle and eating, and are you getting into that as well?
Very, very good question. Yes. We recommend. I give a dietary plan.
Okay.
Right, because we have a lot of individual. We're from different backgrounds.
Sure.
And so we eat different types of food.
Right.
But we give some form of guidance, and I always tell people weight is psychological too.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So we
Agreed.
have to take care of this. I myself, I've been on the phentermine, and I did on my website and my Instagram, where I did a before and after.
Nice.
Where where I lost like 50 pounds
Wow.
in 3 months.
Amazing.
On the phentermine, and so I love to do things where people can interact and see to prove. I'm
Yes.
always testing something out.
Good.
But yes, it's a very good thing. But we always encourage lifestyle change, right?
Nice.
Because no matter what medication you take to lose weight, if you don't have a change in your lifestyle, you're going
Right.
to gain it back, which happens with me too.
Sure, we're
take the
humans.
weight, we're human. So
Yeah.
like I say, it's psychological. We have to deal with this too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you have a lot of options.
Yes.
You're implementing a lifestyle and protocol, eating protocol. So it sounds like you're covering
Covering
all
everything.
your
Oh, and one more thing I want
Yes.
to tell you about. You always try to be different,
Yes.
right? Because like I say, it's a lot of competition, but you try to see, how can I be different? And I always tell people, come lose weight with us. Because
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm losing weight too. But you know what I did? I went ahead, and inside my office, in my clinic, I have workout equipment. So if you're if you're on a program,
nice.
and you want, come and I'll work out with you too, because we motivate each other, right?
It works in numbers.
Hold each other accountable.
We hold each other.
Yes.
Yes, it definitely. Having a support system is something that is needed.
Yes.
So if your patients are, lucky enough to be able to come back and
Yes.
have that, support system, that is very unique.
Yes.
And not a lot of doctors are doing, not a lot of offices are doing that. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
I know you also do other protocols. What if somebody
Yes.
goes in and they say, oh my God, I have a pain, or I have a,
Good.
I have an ache, or what do I do about this?
Oh, this is wonderful. So it's beautiful. I just rolled out in August our new algorithm for photobiomodulation therapy. Have you ever heard of it?
So photobiology, so it sounds like a light therapy. It
Yes,
sounds like
it is. So it's laser.
a laser light therapy.
Yes. You have different types of light.
Nice.
Right? So red light. Back in the days, olden days, the ancient Egyptians used light for healing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And even Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
right, in 1917, he came up with the theory about laser.
Sure.
And then in 1960, it was like, hey, let's go ahead. And they tried to carry out that theory. And then the Hungarian physician in 1967 developed he actually figured out with laser how to heal wounds. Right? Yes.
So is it a red
from
light
then-
therapy?
Yes.
Okay.
So from all the way 1967 up until now, this light therapy has been utilized in other countries.
Yes.
It's been, I would say, about 15 to 17 years. It's here in the U.S. Where they have gone to Congress and talked to them because, you know,
Sure.
opioid crisis in this country, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're in pain and they
Of
want
course.
help. So what this PBMT, let's use it for short, what it does, it actually, we use light as a source to stimulate the cells so that they can heal from inside.
Right.
And then they notice that you have a lot of wound healing. There's an acceleration with wound healing and with pain management.
Right.
And the FDA actually approved now.
Finally.
Finally, right?
Right.
Approve these light therapy devices to be used as an adjunct to
Yes.
help people manage pain and even wounds like chronic ulcers, diabetic ulcers and
Oh,
stuff.
nice. So
Yes,
that
it
helps.
helps heal. I had a patient the other day that had a burn
Okay.
and she held some pot. She had a first degree. Came in with a lot of pain.
Right.
One treatment.
Wow.
And then she was able to move her hand. She was like, my finger, I can't bend it.
Wow.
One treatment. I've had people come in with sciatica pain.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Either I'm getting older, but I'm hearing a lot of my friends
It's true.
talking about the
It's
sciatic
a big
nerve.
one.
Yes.
And let me tell you.
So it helps with that.
It helps with sciatica. So what I decided to do, because I know people are skeptical, I'm like, hey, I will give you the first treatment on us, free.
Nice.
Just come in and see if your specific musculoskeletal pain,
Right.
if we can help you with it.
Right.
If we can, you will see some form of a change in your symptom
Sure.
within 24 hours.
Right.
So I had the sciatica pain individual, and she came in walking, right?
Yep.
Complaining of pain that's shooting down her foot in her heel.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the next day I get a call. Hey, I don't have that pain in my foot anymore in the heel. I said, what?
That's
And yes.
amazing.
So, you know, every week, based on whatever location
Sure.
or whatever the diagnosis is, will determine how frequent the treatment is and for how long. So I treat that individual, that person was able to go on vacation. Right?
That's amazing.
I also have patients with neuropathy,
Yes.
whether it's chemo-induced neuropathy, diabetic neuropathy.
I've heard of the diabetic neuropathy, yes.
And even peripheral neuropathy because of some compressed disc in your back, right? I'm
Right.
treating someone right now with that. And tomorrow, Friday, will be the individual 6th treatment. And they're already be able to feel the ground with their foot.
That's
So
remarkable.
when these things happen, I feel good.
Of
Because I'm like, wow,
course.
I'm able to help someone. Right? And it just makes you feel good. I'm accomplishing what I set out to do.
It
So,
sounds like it's your
a wonderful
purpose.
device.
So we have actually 1 minute left. Time is really flying. If you can leave the audience with one piece of advice to help in their health journey, what would you share with the audience in that 1 minute that we have?
Okay, so what I would love to just talk about is my pain. You know, if you're suffering for pain or you know someone who is, because we all do,
Sure.
then, you know, there's help for you. There's some other form of alternative treatment by utilizing light therapy. You know, so give it a try. We're giving the first treatment for free, so you have nothing to lose but your pain. So give us a call.
Wonderful. And you can reach her at 954-533-1403. Website is www.flnpod.com. Please call Miss Nadine McFarlan, and she will gladly see you from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Please call and schedule an appointment.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the
Thanks for
show.
having me.
And we will see everybody next week, and tune in for another episode of You and Your Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.
You take care.